You may never understand why Seun Kuti said that every Nigerian has been a victim of kidnapping by the Nigerian police until it happens to you. So on the 12th of February 2024, my male cousin that came to stay with my brother went missing. He went missing at night, 12th of February 2024. And my brother that he was staying with woke up in the middle of the night, found everywhere open, and started calling and calling and calling. He didn't answer. The next morning, he reached out to every member of the family. We started calling this guy. His phone was ringing. His phone rang and rang and nobody picked. At some point, the phone was put off. There was no thoughts. There was no kind of thought that didn't run through our mind. We thought this guy has been kidnapped. Okay, if the guy they kidnapped and they should have called for ransom. Okay, at some point, I felt maybe maybe the police picked him up on the way. And then I'm like, okay, even if police picked him up, we should have known that he's in the police station, because when you are arrested, right, you are entitled to a phone call. Nobody called. So I started calling the people that we knew. I called my neighbors, because I wasn't even around when it happened. I called my neighbors. My neighbor called one of our police friend, and my people started going to different police stations. They went to police headquarters to make reports. They checked around. They asked them to go to different cells to look for him. They said he wasn't there. We went to GRA police station to make reports. From there, we went to A division to make reports. He was not there. Then at the police headquarters, we were asked to track my brother's number. We paid 30,000 naira to track my brother's phone number. We tracked, and they said that this guy was at Ogwashuku. So my people went down to Ogwashuku. When they got to Ogwashuku police station, note, the Nigerian police that tracked those numbers from the police headquarters did not follow them to Ogwashuku to go and look for my brother. So when they got to police station Ogwashuku, they said, no, they didn't do the tracking very well. The tracking was not precise. They were supposed to tell you exactly where he is in Ogwashuku. They are going to do another tracking. They did another tracking. They said my cousin was now at Onitsha. My people left Ogwashuku police station back to Onitsha. Getting to B division, but I don't know if you are familiar with Asaba Onitsha Express Road, B division. Getting there, my neighbor, who I also called that morning, that my cousin that came to stay with my brother went missing, called out her police officer friend that she called that morning to give to tell her what was going on, and the lady asked her to give him my cousin's details, which she did that morning. Now the lady called her back. This was towards 4 p.m. the next day, being 13th of February. That lady called her back that my cousin has been released, that my cousin was picked up by one Eagle squad, Kenewano. I said, okay. So the lady called, because I wasn't around. The lady called me and I felt a kind of relief. Okay, they've released him, but we haven't seen him. My people were still on their way going to Onitsha. So I called them that, my neighbor said they've released this guy. You guys should start going home. And they have, being that this, my neighbor was the only one I have her number in the compound. So I begged her again, please, can you call somebody in the compound to find out if this guy is really in the compound? She called back and nothing like that. So it was at that instant, after the lady called, that they said they've released my brother. That's when the message I sent to him in the morning, when everybody was tense, while we were calling, he didn't pick. I sent him a message that we're worried where he is. It was that 4 p.m. 13th that the message delivered. That was when they put on the phone. So after some minutes, my cousin called me. He said, Auntie, I am at police station. And not, we've been to that police station. And they said nothing like that. He called that I'm in the police station. Immediately, they put off the phone. I called back again. The phone did not go. I called my people. You people should start going to Sususu police station. That is where Chekube is. Before they could get there again, they powered his phone again, and I called him and I said, please make sure you don't write any statement. He said, no, Auntie, that the police officers have written the statement by themselves, and then they gave him to sign. I said, what is your offense? What was your crime? Why did they arrest you? Then from the background, when I was telling him, don't make sure you don't write any statement, I heard one of the police officers saying, tell your sister say you don't write statements. Oh, tell your sister say you don't write statements. To cut the long story short, guys, my people finally got there almost at night. What was my cousin's offense? Nothing. He was just there watching Chelsea match. They came to the place where boys were gathered watching Chelsea match, and they gathered everybody there, and they didn't give them the privilege to make a phone call. So tell me, is that not adopting? What else can you call that? Because when you are arrested, you are given a chance to a phone call or 2 phone calls, right? No, they did not allow. And probably, who knows, maybe it's because we've gone to different police stations to make entries, and then calls were going around. That was why they decided to put on the phone. How will it have ended? How do you adopt somebody or arrest somebody and the person cannot put up a call? Is that not adoption? What else do we call that, Nigerian police? That was how we found my brother. And then it was time to release him. Even the police officers confirmed to my mom and my siblings that went there that my brother, nothing was found on him. They were just there. He said he was just there charging phone and watching Chelsea match. They picked him up from there for no good reason. And then they asked us to pay 200,000 naira to bail him. Now it's not ransom. Like Seun Kuti said, kidnappers will say ransom. Nigerian police will say bail. I thought they said bail was supposed to be free. They told us to bring 200,000 naira to bail somebody that did not commit any crime just because he was seated where they were watching football, watching Chelsea match. At the end of the day, my people paid 30,000 naira to release my cousin. And guess what? They refused to accept transfer. They refused that we pay with POS. They insisted that we pay with cash. What does that tell you? The Nigerian police system is so rotten. I hope that they do something about it, because yes, it has happened to me firsthand. I now understand exactly what Seun meant when he said that every Nigerian has been a victim of kidnapping by Nigerian police.